Hey all you YouTubers, this is KingLink86 aka Raymond. I'm glad that you guys still watch my videos. Now, I just watched something very crazy on the news, and I think it's very disrespectful. Now, there is a woman who is refusing to issue gay marriage license to gays and lesbians. Now, to me, I think that's really stupid because as the Supreme Court, they actually ruled that gay and lesbian marriages are illegal now. So why is it this lady is not doing it? Because she said it on these words. It's my God's right not to do it. God's right. I think that is a little unfair that you're saying that you're using God as a weapon to fight for what you believe in and saying you can't issue any of that. But now, let me remind you, the Supreme Court actually allows it now to all the states. But for her to say that it's my God's right not to do that, I don't think God is in charge of your job. God is only in charge of seeing how people treat other people. That's how it is. It's like saying that you're not going to issue like a black guy to get married or give him a job, or not asking a Mexican to, do yard work or help work the fields. That's not how it works. This lady, it's your job to issue marriage license. That is your job. You can't just refuse issuing gay marriage license because some gay or lesbian is actually coming up to you and say, we want to get married, can you issue us a license? And you just refuse. No. The one thing I saw on the news is that there was reporters right there, and there was actually one reporter who is gay. He's been with his partner for 17 years. And he is very upset hearing those words out of her mouth. She's saying it's my God's right not to do it. So I'd like to ask you to leave. And they said the Supreme Court is going to get you for this because it's now allowed. And she still won't budge. I don't know what her problem is. And the funny thing is, they were actually saying that, how many times have you been married? And he just stopped. She just said, no, just get out of here. I'm sure she's been married a lot of times. So for her, I don't understand why she would not do that for gays and lesbians. I mean, they have a right too. We all do. Now I'm going to change the subject right here. Martin Luther King once said, judge me not by my color, but as the characteristics of a person. Or in other words, I heard this from a television show when they actually had a racial episode. I think it was called A Different World. These guys were getting into a fight with some high school jocks because a guy was spray painting N-I on the car. And I think we had an idea what he was spelling. They all were in jail. And they all argued about, my dad did this, my race did this, and the race, the same thing. The cop said, I actually saw Martin Luther King speak when I was a kid. And he says, judge me as a person, but not as by the look of my color. At the end of the show, they all had community service on Saturday. So when they all got out of there, they still won't talk to each other. One of the guys looked at his car, someone finished spelling the whole word. And they all just looked at him and said, see you Saturday. I think that kind of proof right there is that it's not just like some people who do it, a lot of people think that way. But like I said, racism is stupid. I wish it would go away, but I have a feeling that it won't. It will still keep going on and on. Now back to that. Now, I'm not a religious guy, but I've heard a lot of stuff from a lot of my family members who are religious, saying that gays and lesbians, they do have a right to do it. Some say that they'll burn in hell for doing that. I don't think so. God judges us. He said, I only let God judge me, and if I go to heaven, I go to heaven. If I go to hell, I go to hell. I let God judge me. I don't let anybody judge me. So overall, that lady should issue marriage license to gays and lesbians. She doesn't have the right to say that. I hope she gets fired. I hope somebody else will take her job and will do it the right way. All right? Thank you guys for watching my videos. You give me your opinions, and as always, stay positive. Have a great day.